Ah, the Queen of England, that nice old lady who is a master of colour-coordinated outfits. We only hear her speak once a year.
I wish you all a very happy Christmas.
And she's been the subject of numerous adoring songs.
God save the Queen! The fascist regime!
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Play the other one. Ah, that's better. Now, Queen Elizabeth II is either one of the absolute richest people in the world with a family net worth of $88 billion according to Forbes, or as low down as number 372 according to the Sunday Times Rich List, with a net worth of a mere $600 million. It depends how you look at it. So in this video, we are going to ask the question, how much money does the Queen of England actually have? Where does it come from? Why did she get a pay rise recently? And why are offshore wind farms making her rich? This is Dirty Money. So the Queen's wealth comes from three sources, the first of which is the sovereign grant, which is the annual income she receives from a crown estate. To understand this, we have to go back to the year 1760. It was that year that King George III surrendered the crown estate to Parliament, who in return took over liabilities such as funding the military, sovereign debt, and agreed to pay him around 15% of the income from the crown estate per year for his trouble. And this 15% is known as the sovereign grant. The value of the crown estate in the year 2021 was around £15 billion, which is 18.7 billion US dollars. It includes assets like central London property that generates rental income, cultivated farmland, and much of the seabed around Britain up to 200 miles offshore. How exactly does the seabed generate income? Is the Queen running some scuba diving school that takes customers on a tour around the fantastic coral reefs around Britain? Well, no, because there are none. Okay, I stand corrected, but still no. The Crown Estate makes money through renting out the seabed to energy companies so they can install offshore wind farms, and these companies have already committed £9 billion over the next 10 years for wind farm licenses. The Crown Estate generated £269 million in profit from March 2020 to March 2021. As of 2017, 25% of that money gets paid to the Queen through the sovereign grant. That's right, she received a pay rise from 15% up to 25% to pay for, quote, essential repairs at Buckingham Palace. Or perhaps she's just secretly spending the money on new games rooms, a home theatre, and a bowling alley in the basement. That's what essential repairs means, right? But whatever she's spending it on, she gets 25% a year for 10 years. Now, the 25% is averaged out over a few years, so in 2021, the Queen got £86.3 million, which equals 107 million US dollars. The Queen's next source of funds is the Duchy of Lancaster. This is another fund that is used to pay for extras not covered by the sovereign grant. Like, if you bought a hamburger and you ordered fries on the side, yeah, the Duchy of Lancaster is kind of like the fries. If you aren't that hungry, you don't really need the fries, but they're nice to have. The Queen uses the Duchy of Lancaster largely to fund other members of the royal family. It's currently valued at £577 million, which is 721 million US dollars. The Duchy of Lancaster consists of over 45,000 acres of land, the Savoy Estate in London, and extensive mineral mining operations in Wales and a few other places. It's held in a trust for the monarch and future monarchs, so the Queen cannot remove capital from the fund, but she can benefit from the income generated in the form of rents, mining leases, etc., which currently stands at £22 million or 27 million US dollars per year. So the first two sources of funding, although used to benefit the Queen, are not her private property. They are held in trust and must be passed on to the next monarch. There are a few other assets as well like this, including the crown jewels. No, not those crown jewels. Ah, that's better. The crown jewels are valued at $4 billion US dollars and are considered a national treasure in the UK, so not the Queen's personal property. The same goes for a large part of the royal art collection. But she does have some personal property, and that is our third source of funding, her personal wealth. The Queen, of course, has her own private investment portfolio. Then she also owns Balmoral Castle, valued at 140 million US dollars, and Sandringham House, worth 160 million. You can visit Balmoral Castle for £15 a day, or stay the night at one of their beautiful holiday cottages. Sandringham House is also open to visitors part of the year, so they're really raking in the profit there. Then in addition to those properties, a hobby of the Queen's has always been horse racing, which, let's just clarify, she doesn't race the horses herself, but she has stables where horses are bred and then they are raced, and she has won over $9 million over the years from 450 races. So after listening to my explanation, you are probably still asking, what is the Queen's net worth? Well, if we look at only personal assets, our third category that we just talked about, it's about $600 million US. If we add in $700 million US for the Duchy of Lancaster, and then another $4 billion for the crown jewels, and another around $8 billion for the rest of the royal art collection, we get to $13.3 billion. Then if we add in the crown estate to that, we get to a net worth of over $28 billion US. However, most of that isn't her personal wealth, and although she benefits from over £108 million or $134 million US per year in income, she can't pass it on as she pleases. It will be passed on to the next reigning monarch, most probably her son Charles, who she probably would have passed it on to anyway. Or maybe not, but if it was passed on to Andrew, he probably would have just blown it all on trips in private jets to Caribbean islands with his friends. Moving on. So I would say the Queen's net worth is $28 billion, even though the ownership is tied to the position as head of state and she can't casually sell the assets. But there is an even higher estimate, and that is from marketing firm Brand Finance. In 2017, they estimated the whole royal family was worth £67 billion or $83 billion US. But this was done by using a combination of tangible assets, the things we've talked about in this video, and then adding in intangible value, i.e. the royal family's brand and what it brings in every year to the UK's economy in the form of tourism, royal endorsements of products, and media coverage. Forbes have updated this figure to $88 billion US. So if the Queen really did hit on hard times, at least she has her brand to fall back on. She could, I don't know, start a mail service company. Oh, okay, that's been done. Start a band. Oh, okay, that too. Sell cupcakes with her name on them? Alright guys, that is the video. Please subscribe to Dirty Money for new videos like this every week, and we'll see you in the next one.